Alright, so I'm going to take you on a tour of this place. Not on the inside. I still got to clear. But this is the outside. I'm just going to walk you around. This is where the truck pulls up. But it's gone right now because Billy has it. Oh, Billy. I'll tell you about Billy later. Anyway, so this is the front yard. And that's the real driveway. That's where the truck's supposed to be, but since my stepdad has trouble with oxygen, they park it. Everybody parks it down here in front of the porch, so he can just run in and get on the oxygen tank in there, which is okay. So that's my brother's car, that little sports car. I forget what it's called. You probably know. Oh God, the junk. Ugh. Yeah, this place has got a lot of junk. Yeah, everybody hoards it. My brother and my stepdad hoard it. And my brother defends me from people like I'm his little sister, which I'm actually his big sister. But he treats me like his little sister. He pats me on the head and runs me off. Anyway, this is where I'll be sleeping in a few days once I get like a twin size mattress. This little shed part right here. I got it cleaned up mostly. And it's just, the reason being is because I'm sleeping on the couch right now because Billy, Billy is sleeping in the spare bedroom. Billy. I've always had a crush on Billy. I'll have to sneak a TikTok or something of him and send you the link. Anyway, when I first moved here from Oklahoma, um, and went through the mama thing, and she kicked me out for her boyfriend touching my butt. Anyway, she kicked me out, so I came here. When I came here, Billy was here. And Billy is one of my friends from way back when I was pretending to be a boy. Anyway, so like me and him slept on the couch together. He's so fucking fine. Oh my God, he's amazing. Like true man. Just he does the grass and all that, and he takes his shirt off, and I go out there and I watch him do it. Woo! Talking about, I'm gonna have to get him one day and send it to you, girl. I'm talking about you be same way. Anyway, so this is where I'll be sleeping whenever I get a twin size mattress. Billy and Eric are looking for me one now. Eric being my brother. So yeah, that's where I'll be sleeping. So moving on. This is the side yard, like I said. This is the backyard. And usually Billy has it cut. Um, it's been real hectic and it's been raining a lot. So yeah, trust me, I'm waiting every day. Just anyway, his window's open. I gotta be quiet. Um, so yeah, this is the backyard. That's like the kudzu patch in front of like all those woods back there. Those woods go on for miles and miles and miles. I've never been all the way through them ever, and this is my family house. This is where I was. We weren't raised, but all the grandchildren were. And this is the family house. This is where all of us live when we ain't got nowhere else to go. And my stepdad and my brother always live here 24/7. And there's more woods. We might get lucky and run into my brother's dog, uh, Zelda. Beautiful dog. And there's my brother's room right there. It's like an add-on to the house, to a double wide or whatever. There's more woods. More woods across the street. There's the pump well house. This is my brother's room here. More junk. More junk. Ugh. One of these days, I'm gonna have to do an executive order and get out and throw things away. I'm not the only woman that lives here, so I have to make sure that things get done, or else they won't. You know how that works. Anyway, here's the front porch. Gas dryer that they can't use because they don't have gas hookups. All my stepdad's tools. Billy works out here a lot. I sit in here in the living room a lot. Anyway, so, yeah, so there's my stepdad. He's asleep. I'm still working on cleaning up the house. For real, it was a mess when I got here. It was like a woman hadn't been here in like 100 years or something. It was just all men, rugged men that just fight and all that manly stuff, whatever it is they do. Anyway, there's my nephew's Justin. You probably heard me talk about him. He's right there in that room. And my brother, here's the laundry room. That's my brother's room. He has a different girl out in there every day. Just a different girl in there every day. Sometimes it's the same girls. Yeah. He pulled up yesterday, about 5 of them in the truck. What are you doing? He just grinned at me. He said, mind your own business, sister. Anyway, so here's the dining room. And here's the kitchen where I'm in the middle of, so we have roaches. Anyway, we're in the middle of, I'm in the middle of cleaning and doing my daily cleanup out here while he sleeps. But yeah, that's the family home. This is where we live, and that's where I sleep, on that couch right there. That fan is all I have to keep me cool. Which is okay. I'm alright. Remember, I came from India not too long ago. But yeah, this is where it all began, I guess. Before I even left for India, I was here. Always here. Because see, the way that works is like, my stepdad loves Eric. Eric is his firstborn child. And Jack, my stepdad, loves Eric. But Eric loves me. You see what I'm saying? So basically how that works is like, whenever Jack wants to get on to me and start yelling at me, Eric turns it around and protects me and keeps me from getting yelled at because he loves me. And that's how that works. Anyway, but here lately we've been trying to like keep all the arguing down to a minimum, because my stepdad really does not get it, that he does not need to be in there yelling at people and arguing. He needs to let us handle the house while he heals. And this morning he was up and moving around. I was so happy. I swear I did not see Zelda. She must be out there in the woods. She's a woods dog now. When my brother first got her, we couldn't even touch her. I said, all right, give me a day and a half, and I'll be able to get in her face. Whew. About a day and a half, well, about half that day, she was eating out of my hand. She wouldn't let nobody touch her. She was eating out of my hand. The next morning, she was getting in my face, but that's different from me getting in hers. So at the end of the second day, I leaned back and I got in her face and she just licked me to death. I was like, oh, look, y'all missed it. I got it on TikTok though. Anyway, so yeah, this is where we live. And that's that shed I just took you to that I'll be sleeping in. That's normal around here. I hate to leave Billy. Gosh. I'm going to get a video of him and send it to you for real. I always sneak videos of him. I have one of him, but I'm not particular. I'm talking to my man's voice and everything. It's nasty. Yeah, I forgot to talk in my girl voice. Anyway, yeah, I still forget that sometimes. This is my default now, so this is why I'm talking to you this way instead of this way. Because this is my default. I talk this way all the time. It's getting higher. Yeah. So, yeah, he's asleep. He'll be okay. I'll take you. Not around the neighborhood's big. This is what they call Anderson Circle. This is where all the drugs are. This is where all the criminals come run and hide. So it's dangerous around here at night, especially for girls. So, and now that I'm a girl, I'm not allowed to walk around at night. Well, there ain't no more girls living in the house, but usually, like my mom and my sister and my nieces will be there whenever they run out of a place to stay. Right now, I'm the queen bitch. That's what Eric said. Even when Mama comes, he says I'm still gonna be queen bitch. For real, he said I'm queen bitch. I'm like, damn, okay. See all these woods? I do miss Oklahoma. There's so much woods out here. Oklahoma's like a lot of fields. I miss that. I miss a lot of things. And I think, two of them right now that you can think right off the top of your head. Like so far away. But yeah, my mom tricked me. She said that they were going to accept me. And my sister needed me to babysit her kids while she worked. She didn't want to quit her job. I'm like, okay. I'm like, yay. So I spent my last $100 that I had, and I got a bus ticket to my mom's. Well, my mom didn't accept me. She told a lie. She called me her daughter like twice, and I almost threw up too. I was like, ew. I eventually told her, I said, look, I know I hate you. You hate me. Let's just not try to pretend, and let's just move on. Because things just keep getting uglier when we're together. I said, I don't even want you to try to call me Jamie anymore. I don't even want you to try because you're not trying. Anyway, so then her boyfriend grabbed my ass, and he smacked my ass on a different occasion. But he went and told on himself. I wasn't going to say nothing because I just figured he was drunk. Ew. Anyway, and my mom blamed me and kicked me out. So I ran off and called my brother Eric here because he had accepted me. I called my brother Eric, and he drove on half a tank of gas 200 miles just to come pick me up. And I'm like, I love you, little brother. He said, yeah, you better. I said, you're all I've got. And he said, I'm all you need. You don't need nobody else. Fuck all them other people. You just need me. See? This is Georgia. One of our biggest things is pine trees, but I can't see any. Yeah, there's one. We have a lot of pine trees down here, and it just smells piney down here. Well, actually, I remember you telling me that you lived in Georgia once, so you remember. This is like a piney smell. I missed it, but I don't miss Georgia for any other reason besides my brother being here. I miss Oklahoma more than I miss Georgia. For real, because I made Oklahoma my home, and my mama tricked me. So and get this, within a week of me being here, I lost my laptop, I lost half of my makeup, half of my clothes are missing, but the laptop, my 7-year-old nephew, actually poured water on it. How convenient. Nobody confronted him. Nobody said anything to him. Hey, he's a little kid. Okay, yeah. Now I'm out all this money and I can't even work. So I figured out how to do it on my phone. But now my Boost phone, the one that I bought, is messing up because I'm using it for everything. Whew. Yeah, so that's my life around here. Um, what they say here? They say a child molester lives right there in that house right there. A child molester lives here. My brother goes out. His hobby is hitting golf balls. So he has like 1,000,000 golf balls, and he just hits them up there, trying to knock out windows and shit because he don't like child molesters. Well, nobody does, but you know what I mean. I still can't believe Zelda hadn't come out. That's my baby. Oh my god, her and Leela are like so much alike. It's crazy. Of course, her name's Zelda, and I call her Welda, Welda, like I called Leela a Wheezy. I don't know why I do that. It's always been something I did. I always, whenever I get close to a dog, I make up a pet name for him, and that's why I did. I kept calling Leela Wheezy, because it was my little pet name to her, so that she knew that I was there when she heard that name. That's why I wanted you to name one of the puppies Wheezy. So every time you say the puppy's name, Leela will look around for me. Oh, I miss Wheezy. For real, I miss getting up every morning with that baby and taking her outside to go pee. I miss that for real. Like I told you on YouTube, I miss your little snort. I heard it and I was like, and I started crying. I was like, oh God. Yeah, you know how it is. I cry all the time. I'm still looking for Zelda. She's literally disappeared. That never happens. There she is. Come here, Zelda. Come here, baby. Look at her. Look at her. She's like petting something else. Look at her. Look at the baby. Look at the baby. She likes to sniff crotches. It's embarrassing. I like got up from the couch one time. She was sitting on the couch with me, and she stuck her nose up my butt. I'm like, oh, sniffing my butt. I'm like, what are you doing? Yeah, my makeup's atrocious. Just overlook this. I barely have anything anymore. I don't have any lotion or anything. Everything that I had in Oklahoma has been taken from me here. Well, not here, but at my mama's. Anyway, so that's life. That's life here. Um, you recognize these? Yeah, I needed some. I said, "Babe, I got to remember her. I've got to have something of hers close to me." So I got all your bracelets out of that tub, and I've been wearing. And I had never took them off. They've always been right there. Um, but yeah, I understand why things happened that they did, because I had to do it too. Rachel Foley, she's a crazy bitch for real, but not in a good crazy. Not in a good, I'm gonna beat your butt crazy. She talks to herself shit. She does, and she answers herself too. And I was living with her, and I wasn't trying to replace you. I was just trying to get something similar to what we had, and that wasn't it, girl. Not at all. Where you were an angel, she was the devil. Jeez, man. I'm so glad my brother took me away from there. He's like, no, nah, bitch, you're about to come back home. I said, thank God. I said, so I pretended like I was only taking some of my stuff. And I only took some of my stuff. And we were going to come back and get the rest of my stuff so that she didn't freak out on us right then, because she was on one. She was like high and shit, on cocaine. And she lied about that too. Anyway, she's a liar. She's crazy. She walks around stomping. I mean, you swear up and down she's about to fight you every 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? She thinks of something that you did wrong. She lied to me and said that Adult Swim costed money when I know Adult Swim is free on the PlayStation Play Store. She lied to me because I downloaded the app on her TV. And she kept talking about how that was her house. And I'm like, I know it's your house. You don't have to keep telling me. Is that like a punishment? Every time you yell at me, you tell me this is your house? I mean, it's starting to work, and I would cry all the time. I'd run to my bedroom and just stay in there and cry. And I guess my brother figured it out, and so he pretended to be in a relationship with Rachel just to keep an eye on me. I love my little brother. Oh God. But so that he could keep an eye on me, and when things got too rough, he was going to make me leave. That's what he does. He makes me leave, and he don't let me go for a long time. So I'll be here for at least another 6 months, at least, before he even thinks about letting me go somewhere else. And he's got to know where I'm going, who I'm going to be with. I love him though. That's what I needed. I needed somebody to help me stay away from the crazy people. Because I didn't choose you. You chose me. But I chose Rachel. You chose me because you needed to help me. I chose Rachel because I thought she was going to help me. No, I don't even want to be nothing like her. Nothing at all. There's no aspect of her life that I want to put in mine. And she's the only woman that I've ever met that I did not incorporate something from her into my personality. Yours is your virtue and your in your strengths, and adopted some of your weaknesses, which aren't bad. But that's how much you meant to me. Is I went ahead and got your main personality and tried to get it, and I'm trying to incorporate it in, and then work it into myself, because I don't want to be that bitch that runs around fighting people, and that's what I am here right now, and I don't want to be that person. But for the first, I guess for the first 6 months, I gotta make a reputation so people will leave me alone, like my brother had to do. Now won't nobody fight him. You don't have to fight anybody because won't nobody fight him. So, but I don't even want to go that route. I don't want to fight people. I want to be like you. I want to love people. I want to feel people's pain and try to help them. That's why I'm here being a caretaker for my stepdad, because he took care of me. You know, I mean, of course he didn't know about this, but yeah, now he does. He's trying to call me. He don't. He's having a hard time calling me Jamie. He calls me by my dead name because it's hard for him to call me Jamie. Um, he accepts me to a point. He even yelled at my mama and told her to leave me the fuck alone and let me live my life. And yeah, so he defends me too. And Billy defends me too. I'm gonna get a video of him and show you, girl. For real, you're gonna be like amazed. You're gonna be like, that's a pretty man. I know. I've done had his dick in my hand and everything. I hope you ain't listening to this with somebody. Anyway, yeah, we were both sleeping on the couch, and I overheard, I misheard him, and saying something about his dick, and like and I noticed it was hard, so I went ahead and put it in my hand. It was nice. But yeah, like he woke up and said, he just looked at me, and I said, oh, I about had it in my mouth. And he's like, what do you mean? I said, I about had your dick in my mouth. I guess you're sleepwalking or something. I don't know, but she said something about your dick, and it was hard, so I went ahead and like put it in my hand, headed for my mouth, and he started laughing. I said, yeah, I was about to get you, for real. He was about to wake up happy. Yeah, so yeah, this is where we live. Where I live. Many of my TikToks are done right here. Somewhere around in where you can see now. But yeah, that's about it. I think I've caught you up on all the drama. Uh, Before I left, Thomas, you remember Thomas, had the wife that we call Grandma. Uh, he picked me up as I was walking to the bus station, of all people. Him and the grandma picked me up, and she's like, oh, blah, 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 blah. I said, y'all know I'm leaving today, right? I'm headed to the bus station. And they both looked at each other, and Thomas looked at me in the rearview mirror. He's the one that wanted to fuck me on the low low. He's the one that wanted me to date him on the low low while he's married to grandma. And I just couldn't do it, right? So like he's looking at me in the rearview mirror with tears in his eyes because I'm leaving, and then me and him talked a little bit when I got here, but no, that's just not my thing, really. Married man, I just can't do it. But yeah, there's that. Uh, and like I told you, God showed me by putting me in a similar situation with that girl. Oh God, Rachel was a fucking lunatic, man. I swear to God. Yeah, that was a nightmare. And hopefully I wasn't a nightmare for you because you're still talking to me. But God, man, I mean, everything about her was just like yelling and screaming and slamming shit around. And she never had any good days at all. She never had any sad days. They were all angry. It's just like, damn. I have most of my days are sad days when I was there, and they should have been happy because I live in a house full of. I left here a house full of men, and moved into a house full of women, and I was not happy there. I'm happier here, taking care of all of these, all of the men that live here, because they're just simple people. You don't have to think. All you have to do is just they make a mess, clean it up. I mean, because I don't think they really. I mean, well, my brother does, but yeah, yeah, he's a gentleman to his girlfriends, the many that he has. I mean, he pulled up with a truckload of women the other day, and I'm like, what are you doing? He just grinned at me like he was a pimp. Yeah, I guess that's about it. I would introduce you to my stepdad. He's asleep, and he really needs to sleep. Whenever he lays down, we just leave him alone. So yeah, I built part of that shed that I'm about to go live in years ago. It's we built it for a woodworking thing for my stepdad because he likes to woodwork, but he can't do it now because he can't breathe the stuff and he can't, you know. So he don't, and plus he can't get out of the bed and away from the oxygen for a long period of time. So there's that. So I hope you enjoyed the tour. This is the front porch. This is where Billy and Eric come out here and they just work on the front porch, and I just hang out and you already know. I'm gonna get a video of that motherfucker for real. He's so fucking fine, girl. Anyway, but here's the porch. I'm gonna do a slow pan. This is all the stuff that they worked on. And they once they get it fixed, they just leave it there. My stepdad was working on this in his room the other day, and I'm like, you shouldn't have this in here. He's like, oh, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? But he listens to me the majority of the time. Like this morning when I was doing that TikTok, I was doing it, and then I felt like, wait a minute, I better hurry up and get off here because he's really gonna start washing those dishes. And I told him, I said, I got this, and I just stepped in the way so that he couldn't do them anymore. I said, please go visit the house and see how everything is. He hadn't been out of there in a while. And see how everything is while I wash these dishes, and I'll wash them really quick. And, as you can see, the dishwater is still in there. I hadn't got it out because I was trying to hurry up so I could do this video. But yeah, we got roaches bad here. And they got weird bugs here in Covington, Georgia. I swear, there's like this beetle with like antennae that long, longer than it is. Well, that's 30 minutes. Good gosh. Girl, I could talk to you all day, every day. Seriously. Seriously, that's why it's racking up to about 30 minutes. Seriously, I better get off here before it gets an hour. Girl, I could sit here all day and talk to you. Seriously. I don't even have to hear you back. I used to do that When you first left, I would like hit you up on all the social media that I still had, that I could still comment on, including Snapchat. I guess you noticed that. Whenever I was feeling bad, I would just write you and tell you how I was feeling, and then I'd start crying and tell you that I miss you so much, and then the next day I was angry. Ah, fucking bitch, you fucking did all this shit to me. And then the next day I was crying. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have said that. So you saw, if you read the messages, you could see my transformation. The world after Angela. You see what I'm saying? Because I was a nervous wreck. I mean, I shouldn't have been, but I was. I should have been paying attention while you were with me, and I didn't learn how to control my temper. I, that's why you left, but I didn't learn how because I thought you'd always be there to help me with it. Um, I actually learned how to control it. I still can't control the crying. Girl, I cry all the time. I think I cry more. But yeah, you see my hair is all sweaty. There ain't no AC. It's like 100 degrees outside. There's no AC. I mean, there's AC in Jack's room and Eric's room and Justin's room. Um, because they're the ones that make the money and stuff, and usually they would have an old lady in there with them, so everybody'd have an AC. But I'm the sister, and I sleep on the couch because I prefer it that way. But I'm gonna go stay in that shed. Oh, let me get off here. Gosh, I'm sorry, girlfriend. I had so much to say to you. Damn. I wish I could say it in person after I gave you a hug and a kiss. Damn. I miss you and I miss Leela so much. Y'all been the most important people in my life by far since my transition. The two people I've met in my life after I decided to come out, the two most important were you and Leela. Leela is a person. Her name is Wheezy. Yeah. So I just wanted you to know that you're priceless. The things that you taught me, I know you can't see it now because my makeup's a mess, but I haven't really done anything to it because there was no need. Everybody's gone, so I usually do it before everybody gets home. But I should have did it before I called you. Well, you can see it on my videos. I only do eye makeup now. I don't do anything else. And my eyebrows, God, girl, I'm freaking out. Oh man, you used to do them for you. You used to do everything for me. Now it's like I can't even do my eyebrows still. I mean, I can. That's me. That's the way I did them this last time, and it's closer than it was the time before that. So I'm getting a little better at plucking and all that. But yeah, I love you. Give Leela a big hug and a kiss for me, and please name the first one Weezy. That would mean so much to me. And I want to get Leela's reaction every time you have to yell Wheezy. I want her to look for me. She might not even do it. She might not say, well, that's not her voice anyway. You know how Leela is. But anyway, I love you. And y'all take really good care. Stay in touch, girl, for real. I mean, you're my sister.